At the beginning, we see a mad scientist performing terrifying experiments to enhance human capabilities. These enhanced humans would later become a new generation of superheroes. This event took place in the 1940s. Then, the story jumps 80 years forward to 2020. Soldiers were testing new high-tech weapons, robotic arms loaded with rocket launchers, bullets, electromagnetic pulses, switching systems, suspensions, and other advanced technology. These arms could automatically lock onto targets and attack from a distance. Suddenly, the system failed and the robot stopped obeying. The situation grew so dire that the military had to bring in tanks, but the robotic arms destroyed them and even killed the soldiers. Behind this was Asghar Zarat, who used his EMP system to take control of the robotic arms. Next, the scene shifts to a high-level meeting in Moscow. Officers and leaders discuss who Asghar Zarat is. 80 years ago, Asghar manufactured electronic devices that could control any system wirelessly. For example, if you wore the device and had a car in front of you, you could make a hand signal to move it. But Asghar failed time and time again. Meanwhile, his colleague Victor was researching how to create superhumans, super soldiers. To the military, Asghar's work seemed like a waste of time and money, while Victor's program seemed more useful. Although Victor had not yet created any super soldiers, he had written research papers. After that, Asghar was expelled. Seeking revenge, he stole Victor's documents and opened a new laboratory. At the start of the story, we saw people obtaining strange powers. That was Asghar using Victor's research to create new superhumans. When the government found out, they destroyed Asghar's base, but he escaped. Colonel Nikolai told Commander Elena, "Search for those superhumans Asghar created 80 years ago. They are the only ones who can help us fight him." But Asghar had a bigger plan. He traveled across Russia, taking control of the tanks. Meanwhile, Elena and General Nikolai went to Patriot, a service center that monitored the entire world, tracking devices and people everywhere. Patriot was built to protect the world from danger. Elena ordered her team, search for people with special powers. They would track them and begin a new war against Asghar. Reports arrived that some superhumans were in Siberia, others in India, Japan, China, and even Sri Lanka. Many characters are mentioned, but only 4 will be shown in this movie. The scene moves to the first superhuman named Shiva. When Asghar visited India, he was inspired and gave his creations Indian names. Shiva had powers similar to the god Shiva. He could control earth and stones, giving them any shape he wanted. Elena went to ask for his help, telling him, "Perhaps you have forgotten your old creator, Asghar Zarat. 80 years have passed, but now he is planning something big. He wants to control the entire world." Shiva replied, "I had no purpose for living all these years anyway. You have given me a new reason." Then we see the second superhero, Khan. He carried 2 long swords on his back, and his power was speed. Just like the Flash, he could run at the speed of light and attack enemies. He could split a car in half with a single strike, and before bullets could hit him, he could change positions and cut anyone down. Honestly, of the 4 heroes, Khan's power is my favorite. The third superhuman appears in a Siberian forest. He was once a scientist. When soldiers raided his laboratory to capture him, he injected himself with a serum and transformed into a giant bear, a war bear. In that form, he destroyed the soldiers in seconds. His name was Vola. Then comes the 4th superhuman, Ganga. When Asghar visited Varanasi and saw the sacred Ganges River, he named this girl Ganga. Her power consisted of becoming invisible once she entered the water. To convince her, the other 3 went to find her. A fight broke out because 80 years ago, during the Great Explosion, Ganga had lost her memory. She couldn't recognize any of them, but the 3 explained, "We are one, created by the same person, and now he is destroying the world. We need you." Together, the 4 can stop him. Meanwhile, Asghar returned to his old laboratory, rebuilt it, and began creating clone soldiers so powerful that ordinary people could never defeat them. On the other hand, inside Patriot, Elena gathered all the superhumans. They discussed how to fight Asghar, but the problem was that he knew all their strengths, weaknesses, and fighting tactics. Elena reassured them. "The four of you are not alone. Our team is with you. If something goes wrong, our soldiers will attack as backup. Just keep moving forward." Just then, Nikolai informed them that they had found Asgar's location at South 15th Street in Russia. The four rushed there and immediately began showing their powers. Gunga disappeared in the rain. Vola became the powerful bear. Khan ran at lightning speed, dodging bullets and taking down enemies one by one. Shiva picked up rocks from the ground and hurled them at the enemies. The battle was going well until disaster struck. Gunga was frozen with liquid nitrogen. Vola was caught in a stainless steel net. Khan was injected with a sedative that left him unconscious. And then Asgar himself arrived to fight Shiva. Their confrontation was fierce, but Shiva's stones had no effect on Asgar. Then he struck Shiva in the stomach with a shockwave so strong that Shiva's spine was shattered to pieces. Shiva was finished. We see that Asgar has captured 3 heroes: Gunga, Vola, and Khan. Shiva is not there because he is already gravely injured. They are all trapped behind an inescapable magnetic field. Asgar says, "If I had wanted to kill you, I would have done it a long time ago. I need your powers to infuse them into my new clone soldiers." The 3 refuse. Asgar responds, "Fine, I have a bigger plan anyway." He moves to another region of Russia with enormous tank reserves, activates his EMP, and launches the tanks against the city, sowing chaos. He attempts to steal a tower by pushing the local cranes with his power. Meanwhile, Nikolai goes to meet him. In reality, Nikolai had tasked Elena with finding the super soldiers just to deliver them to Asgar so he could use their power. Nikolai was secretly working for Asgar as a double agent. He went to demand that Asgar make him the president of Russia, but Asgar, enraged, kills him. Next, we see the Kraken Tower, crucial to Asgar's mission. He steals the tower. Meanwhile, Elena goes to see Shiva. Since his spine was shattered, he lost his powers and became an ordinary man. He shares his memories with Elena, how he raised his daughter, took her to school, saw her marry, have a child, and even how he buried her with his own hands. In other words, Asgar's superhumans were essentially immortal. They do not die of old age, although bullets or injuries can kill them. An anti-aging system worked within their bodies, which is why they had not aged in 80 years. Elena turns to Victor for help. Since all the research was originally his, he develops an injection that restores Shiva's powers. While Asgar's soldiers develop their next module, Elena sneaks in and frees Gunga, Khan, and Vola. Now comes my favorite part. Elena gives them special gear to amplify their powers. Khan receives a much more secure suit. Gunga gets a suit with a built-in device that makes her invisible without needing water. And Vola receives an automatic machine gun that self-focuses and fires wherever he looks when he is transformed into a bear. Their training is excellent, and they manage to destroy the enemies during preparation. Meanwhile, Asgar steals the Kraken Tower and suspends it between skyscrapers in the middle of the city. The normal height of the tower was 500 meters, but he hangs it another 300 meters higher, totaling about 800 meters. From that height, he could connect directly to an old 1960s satellite to create an atomic range, something much stronger than a nuclear bomb, capable of erasing an entire country from space. Our heroes go to the tower to destroy the module. Each moves to different points. In the basement and parking lot, they fight the enemies. Vola arrives with his machine gun, and Khan falls from the sky, cutting ropes for the others to climb. Meanwhile, Victor, searching for a way to defeat Asgar, is struck by an electric shock from him and nearly dies. Elena reaches him, and Victor tells her, "If the 4 superhumans combine their powers, nothing can overcome them. But the power must be used perfectly or they will die." The heroes reach the module, but shutting it down requires a massive explosion that could also kill them. Gunga grabs the burning bars, shutting down the tower's security shield. They all fight Asgar, but he is too strong, and even with their new suits, he defeats them brutally. They try to escape by hanging onto a plane, but Asgar's attack knocks them down. At that moment, Elena arrives and communicates Victor's final words to them. Hearing this, they join forces. They knew a mistake could kill them, but saving the world was more important. They unleash a massive sonic explosion that destroys the Kraken Tower and Asgard's dream. The superheroes saved the world. In the final moment, they promise Elena they will always be there. The movie ends, but in the post-credits scene, Elena is captured by thugs. She had said there were more super soldiers. Only 4 were found, which means there are more hidden. Elena learns that a man named Pharaoh sent the thugs to kill her. This means the unknown Pharaoh wants the superheroes united because he is planning something even bigger. This hints that a second part of the movie will undoubtedly